In today's class, we are going to see about DC motor torque equation and its characteristics. In the previous video, we have seen about the working principle of DC motor as well as the types. So first we will see the next is the DC motor torque equation. Here the torque is nothing but the turning or twisting force. It is the product of force and the radius at which the force act. Okay. So first we have for finding the torque, we are finding the power developed across the armature in terms of torque. That we are going to do. So the power developed across armature is work. So the work done is nothing but the force and the distance moved by the armature. Okay, the force and distance moved. The force is equal to F and distance moved is nothing but the radius of that is perimeter of the circle, that is 2 pi r. So you have to substitute here, and the time is nothing but the time for one revolution. Time for one revolution is again we will rpm equal to 60. We know that revolution per minute equal to 60. So rps is equal to n divided by 60. So the time for one revolution is 60 divided by n. That's we are substituting in that previous equation, so that the power equal to F into R into 2 pi n divided by 60. F into R we know that torque, and 2 pi n divided by is nothing but the angular velocity that we have derived in the second equation, that we have to substitute. So the total power is equal to torque into angular velocity. That is the sixth equation. So the power in armature equivalent to power armature torque into angular velocity omega. So power in armature, we know that back EMF into armature current, that is equivalent to TA into 2 pi n divided by 60. So in this right hand side we already find that armature torque into omega, that already we find. So we are substituting that value. Here power in armature we find in the EMF equation. So here EB into IA. So after substituting this, we want to find out the torque. What is the torque equation? So cancel out the common terms, and TA, the finally armature torque will be equivalent to pi PZ divided by 2 pi into IA. So IA is nothing but a armature current. Z is nothing but the number of conductor, P is nothing but the number of poles, pi is nothing but the flux density. So here we can conclude the armature current will be directly proportional to the flux density as well as the armature torque. Shaft torque. So what is shaft torque? What is the actual torque and what is shaft torque means? Here the actual torque is equivalent to, that armature torque is equivalent to TF plus TSH. So this TSH is nothing but torque available for a useful work. This TF is nothing but the lost torque, that is due to the iron and friction losses. So once last torque plus useful work equivalent to total armature torque. So we know that power out from power out is, we already know that TSH is SH into 2 pi n divided by 60. So from this equation we can find out what is the TSH. So TSH is equal to 9.55 into P out divided by N. So this equation TSH into 2 pi n divided by 60 we got from the previous torque equation, that is we know that power equal to torque into angular velocity. Next, speed and torque equation. So we know that what is terminal voltage, that is equivalent to EB plus IA into RA. So from this we can find out what is back EMF. Back EMF is nothing but V minus IA into RA. That is the first equation. Then again back EMF expression will be equivalent to pi Z n divided by 60 into P divided by A. So if we are equating both the equation 1 and 2, we can get the speed. So from this speed we should find out what is the torque equation. So now speed equivalent to V minus IA into RA 60A divided by QZP. In this the Z and A and P are constant, so we can replace it as a K. So K into V minus IA into RA divided by pi. So here we know that V minus IA into RA is back EMF. So instead of this, we are substituting EB. So now the N is directly proportional to EB and inversely proportional to the pi. So characteristics of DC motor. So the characteristics curve, usually we will go for torque versus armature current, speed versus armature current, and speed versus torque. For all the types of DC motor, we are going to see the characteristics curve. So characteristics of the DC motor. So in this, first we are going for the armature current versus torque. So here in this DC motor, the armature current is directly proportional to the torque. So T directly proportional to IA into IA. So it is the square of torque is the square of the armature current. So the response will be like parallel. So here the dotted line represents the shaft torque. That is the useful torque. So there will be some drop from the actual torque. So this is the useful work done by the DC motor. And the second one is armature current versus speed. So here we got N is directly proportional to EB back EMF and inversely proportional to IA. So that's why we are getting this line. So then speed versus torque. For this we have to compare these two characteristics curve and we have to draw this. So first we will take armature current versus torque. So again we know that torque is directly proportional to armature current in the shunt motor. So we'll get curve like this. This is the useful shaft work. Okay. Okay. Then armature current versus speed. So the speed is constant in with respect to your armature current. So you will get this red line like this. So it is constant. So this dotted line represent some drop. After a drop, the curve reaction will be like this. The speed of the armature like this. Okay. So after comparing these two characteristics, we can go for the speed and torque curve. Compound motor. So here the characteristics curve depends on whether the series and shunt field winding assisting or opposing with each other. So this diagram we should get it from the previous graph. Okay, thank you.